You belong to the forest, you belong to nature. We were born in the natural state. And when you immerse yourself in nature, you are not going somewhere foreign. You are coming home. Welcome back to School of Shamanism, and I'm Giada. This is season 2, Many Paths, One Mountain. We've been exploring different paths that lead to the same mountain, the same summit, healing, transformation, and coming home to ourselves. We've talked about the Ikigai last time, finding your reason to be alive. And today I want to take you somewhere, just not a concept or a philosophy, but a place, the forest. And specifically a practice called Shinrin-Yoku, forest bathing, which is one of the many paths that I go through. But it's an immersion in nature through all the 5 senses at the same time. And it's connected to something ancient, which is the path of the Yamabushi, the Japanese shamans of the mountains, from which I share my teachings among, of course, the many traditions. So Shinrin-Yoku literally means forest bathing, but it's not just being in the forest, in the woodland. It's using all 5 senses simultaneously. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all at once. And we don't normally do this. We are so caught up in our minds that we experience the world through thought and not through sensation. We see something and we immediately label it, judge it, we file it away. And we have lost the capacity to simply perceive. And this disconnection, of course, has consequences. Using your 5 senses is actually a way to activate your immune system. Science has proved it. When we immerse ourselves in nature with the full sensory awareness, our bodies heal and we prevent disease and we return to balance. But we have forgotten how. We spend our lives in our minds and we need to get out. We need to experience nature directly because nature is beauty and beauty is the way our soul expresses itself. So Shinrin-Yoku is not something new. It's connected to the ancient tradition of the Yamabushi, as I said. And Yamabushi means hidden in the mountain. And these are the Japanese shamans of the mountains. They practice a Shugendo, which means the way to spiritual power through discipline and training. And Shugendo is a shamanic path that mixes together Buddhism and Shintoism, which is the animistic religion of Japan, where everything in nature has a spirit. And when Taoism reached Japan, it became Zen Buddhism. And all of these streams flow into what we call nowadays Shinrin-Yoku. And so when you practice forest bathing, you are not just doing a wellness activity, you are walking an ancient shamanic path. You are connecting to a lineage that understood the forest as sacred, as medicine, as teacher. And this is why Shinrin-Yoku resonates so deeply with my shamanic work. It's not separate, it's the same mountain approached from a different trail. So Shinrin-Yoku is also related to the martial arts, because in martial arts you win when you don't use your mind. You become one with your katana, with your sword, with your body. And the moment the mind wants to win, it creates the ghosts of losing. It imagines defeat. It tightens, it separates you from the flow. And the masters call this the no-mind experience. And it's exactly what Shinrin-Yoku cultivates. So to use your 5 senses fully, you need awareness. But what kind of awareness? Through your mind or through your soul? So if you are aware through your mind, you judge. You filter reality. You are not actually experiencing the forest. You are experiencing your thoughts about the forest. But when you are aware through your soul, you receive directly. You perceive without filtering. You are in the present moment, not in the commentary about the present moment. And this is what the forest teaches. How to drop the mind and enter reality as it is. For example, Mono no Aware. It's the beauty of impermanence. In Shinrin-Yoku, there are 10 principles of aesthetics, and the first one is Mono no Aware. which means impermanence, evanescence, the poignant beauty of things that don't last. Think of the cherry blossoms. They bloomed for just a few days and then they fall. And that's what makes them so beautiful, not despite their impermanence, but because of their impermanence. And this is the main component of beauty. And beauty is the manifestation of sacredness and love. So when you walk in the forest with this awareness, knowing that everything is passing, that this moment will never come again, then something shifts. The leaves become more vivid, the light becomes more precious, your own life becomes more precious. And one of the most powerful meditations in this tradition is meditating on your own skeleton, for example, on your own death. Not to be morbid, but to wake up, to overcome fear, to remember what matters. And the forest holds these teachings constantly. Things are born, grow, decay, die, become soil for new life. The cycle is everywhere. And when you let that in, you stop clinging, you start living. From the scientific point of view, this term, Shinrin-Yoku, was created in Japan in the 1980s by the director of the Japanese Forestry Authority. And he wanted to describe immersing oneself in nature with all the 5 senses. And since then, the science has confirmed what the Yamabushi always knew. Immersion in nature has measurable therapeutic effects. It reduces stress hormones in the body, strengthens the immune system, it regulates blood pressure and heart rate, it lowers cholesterol. Trees release compounds, some essential oils that protect the trees from bacteria and insects. And when we breathe them in our natural killer cells increase. And so we, of course, improve our immune system. And so science and spirituality can be gathered and elevated through Shinrin-Yoku. It's a true therapy, empirical and sacred at the same time. The forest is also a state of consciousness. It's not just a place, because it's the condition in which every desire flows without effort towards its fulfillment. It's the no-mind state, its presence, it's being so fully here that the separation between you and life dissolves. And you can be in the forest physically and not be in the state at all. Thinking about work, checking your phone, rushing through, walking with another person and chatting. That's an experience that I don't like doing. Or you can enter this state and carry the forest with you wherever you go. The peace, the presence, the aliveness. So Shinrin-Yoku is the practice of entering this state consciously, of letting the forest show you how to be. And the forest has always known you from a wider point of view, because it was here before you were born. It will be here after you are gone. And in some deep way, it recognizes you. You belong to the forest. You belong to nature. We were born in the natural state. And when you immerse yourself in nature, you are not going somewhere foreign. You are coming home. Your body is made of the same elements as the trees, and your breath is exchanged with their breath. You breathe out what they breathe in. The forest nurtures your creativity, and creativity is one of the most useful gifts we have for fulfillment in the world. When you're stuck, when you're blocked, when you can't see the way forward, the forest opens something. It always has. And this is why Shinrin-Yoku is an adventure of deep communion with nature. It's not just relaxation. It's a relationship, a return to our inner natural state. And how do we practice Shinrin-Yoku? The most traditional way is walking and meditating in the woods. But the key is the quality of attention, not the activity. Slow down radically. You're not going anywhere. You are arriving. And open all 5 senses at once. Don't just look. Don't just see. Don't just hear. Listen. Feel the air on your skin. Smell the earth, the bark, the leaves. Taste the atmosphere. So drop the mind. When thoughts arise, and they will, because they always do. Let them pass like clouds. Return to sensation, return to the body, return to here. And let yourself be drawn. If a tree calls you, go to it. If you want to sit, sit. If you want to touch the moss or lie on the ground, do it. Trust impulses that arise from the soul, not from the mind. And remember, mono no aware, this moment is passing. This light will never fall exactly this way again. Let that awareness make everything more alive. And so Shinrin-Yoku taught me that the forest is medicine, not metaphorically, but literally. It taught me that the five senses are a doorway to the soul, that beauty is sacred, that impermanence is not something to fear, but something to embrace. And it connected me to the Yamabushi, to this ancient lineage of mountain shamans, which are actually in their daily activities, they are managers that they become shaman during the weekend. And it's not just like a hobby, it's immersing themselves in what they are originally. And this path is wider. The forest, it's always been there. So it's just basically the time to come back home.